In this video we're going to take a look at the top 10 one club players. But before we do that, we would like to let you know that we bring you these videos for free, for your entertainment. All we ask in return is for you to subscribe to our channel, which will give us some support. As part of the support, you could also hit the like button if you enjoy our videos. Okay, we're all set? Let's begin. Being loyal to one club is the most difficult thing in the world. It is something that romantics dream about. A childhood club which you support, then play for and retire at. It's not something everybody manages to do. With clubs spending hugely on different players, it is more and more of a rarity for a person to stay loyal to a single club throughout their career. We recently saw how Lionel Messi, the man who was thought to be made for Barcelona, make a move to PSG. Well, that case, apart from the loyalty issue, also points towards the financial strife that Barcelona are under. Nonetheless, it highlights how much more difficult it is for players to be at a single club throughout their careers. Let's take a look at these top 10 one club players. Lev Yashin, number 1. Long before keepers such as Oliver Kahn, Manuel Neuer, Iker Casillas and David De Gea drew attention towards keepers and showed how important their position is, there was a keeper by the name of Lev Yashin who did some impossible things as a goalkeeper. He stopped more penalty kicks than any other keeper in history and still stands as the only keeper who has won the Ballon d'Or. Lev Yashin went by the name of the Black Spider or the Black Panther, thanks largely to his unmatchable agility. He was a true pioneer of the goalkeeping business, as he can be regarded as the first sweeper keeper, something that has been brought under light in the modern times by Manuel Neuer, a goalkeeper who often leaves his area and runs far off from his post to clear the ball and deal with potential threat. It is widely reported that he saved more than 150 penalty kicks, a number which is greater than the number of matches that most keepers have kept a clean sheet or the number of games they have played. Lev spent the entirety of his career spanning more than 2 decades at FC Dynamo Moscow. He played 326 matches for the club and never joined another team. Number 2. Carlos Puyol. What do you think of when you hear the name of Carlos Puyol? Certainly things such as the greatest captain of Barcelona or the 2010 World Cup winning captain of the Spanish team. Most people believe that Barcelona has never been the same without Puyol, with some even arguing that Barcelona's recent debacles in the later stages of the Champions League wouldn't have been possible if Carlos Puyol was still playing for Barcelona. One of the reasons he was so pivotal for Barcelona was because he had almost unending love for the club. He played the entirety of his footballing career there. Puyol was someone who started his career as a right back but gradually fit into a role of a centre back in the later stages of his career. Barcelona tried to shift him to Malaga in 1998, but Puyol was adamant that he would stay in Barcelona. And what wonderful fruits did they get as a result? Barcelona won the Champions League numerous times under him, with 2 finals against Alex Ferguson's Manchester United. Barcelona bid him farewell in 2014. By that time, he had more than 20 titles under his belt from the first team of Barcelona. Number 3. Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard now manages Aston Villa in the 2021 and 2022 season. Aston Villa almost defeated Man City as they led City 2-0. It was during this match that Liverpool fans thought Gerrard might win them the title, as an Aston Villa win would have secured a Premier League title for Liverpool, but alas, this was not the case. As with his career as a central midfielder in the club, Gerrard came agonisingly close to handing Liverpool the title, but was not able to do so. Gerrard and Liverpool are almost synonymous. There is Gerrard always fighting for the elusive Premier League title, more like Sisyphus, who is forever trying to get a ball to the top of a mountain only to fail doing so. And this misery was compounded in the April 2004 game against Chelsea, when Gerrard slipped and handed Manchester City an edge over Liverpool in the title race. Gerrard says he still weeps in his car thinking of that day and that slip, but the slip should take nothing away from the hero that is Gerrard for Liverpool Football Club. In the later stages he played a defensive midfielder, but scored plenty of long-range goals for Liverpool. The most iconic commentary for Gerrard's long range was when the commentator said, "What a hit, son! What a hit!" Number 4. Francesco Totti. Here is an Italian legend whose heart bled Roma's blood. Besides being someone who won the World Cup for Italy, he played 706 games for Roma and scored 307 goals during his time there. Despite such a lengthy stay, there is not many trophies to show for it. He won all but 1 Serie A title and 2 Coppa Italias. It should be noted though that he is the record holder for the wonderful achievement of being the youngest person to captain a Serie A team. When Real Madrid knocked on the doors of Totti and Roma to join the Galactico in Spain's capital, he rejected the move. He expressed regret with his decision at a later point. After all, who wouldn't rue the chance of playing alongside Zidane, Ronaldo, Beckham and alike? Plus he won the title of Italian Player of the Year 5 times. He also won the winner of Serie A Player of the Year on 2 occasions and was awarded the Golden Boot in 2007. Number 5. Xavi. Xavi has done wonders with the Barcelona Football Club in recent years. After the departure of Messi, it felt like Barcelona will be dwelling in the bottom half of the La Liga table. But no sooner had Xavi took the responsibility of managing the Barcelona team, the team had returned to where it had always been, alongside Real Madrid fighting for the La Liga title. Maybe it is the wonderful connection with Barcelona during his playing days that has made the difference. After all, Xavi and Barcelona is a love for the ages to come. The single man like Puyol emphasised the values of Pep Guardiola's team. Xavi won the treble with Barcelona twice, once under Pep in 2009 when they just won the sextuplet, and he was part of another treble winning team under Luis Enrique in 2015. Many people still believe that it was Xavi's presence on the pitch that made Barcelona's success at the Champions League possible. It is a fact that after Xavi's departure, Barcelona haven't been able to conquer Europe. Number 6. Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes was a midfielder for all ages. He could fit in any of the top clubs of Europe during the peak of his powers, but he chose to stay at Manchester United all of his life. It is almost as if he was born to play under Fergie and dominate the English game, and dominate they did. Scholes joined United in the 1993-94 season and retired in the very year Sir Alex Ferguson decided to hang up his boots. In the 466 games that he played for Manchester United, he scored 102 goals. But the most impressive thing, apart from his goal tally, is that he had an excellent awareness of his surrounding players, a master touch of the ball and an ability to set his teammates up for the picture-perfect goals. It has been reported that in the list where best Manchester United players were being named, Ferguson, who did not hear Scholes' name, stood up and said they'd missed out calling Scholes' name. He went on to say that Scholes was the best player he had. Number 7. Matt Le Tissier. Matthew Paul Le Tissier, also known as Matt Le Tissier, who was nicknamed Le God by Southampton fans. After all, Le Tissier had a connection with Southampton, and such affection for one another is barely seen in the modern times. Matt spent the entirety of his career at Southampton. In 1989, which was 3 years after joining Southampton, Le Tissier was voted the PFA Young Player of the Season. In 2000, Le Tissier reached the landmark of a century of goals. He was only the 6th player to achieve such a feat and the first midfielder to do so. His conversion rate from the spot kick is also astonishing. He scored 48 out of the 49 penalty kicks he took. After scoring a scrumptious goal against Blackburn Rovers, as he pirouetted around a Blackburn Rovers player, commentator John Chapman said that Le Tissier had a talent of making the extraordinary seem straightforward. It is no wonder that Southampton supporters held him as Le God. Number 8. Roger Orsini. Which player has played the highest number of games for a single club? Which goalkeeper has scored more than 100 goals? The answer to both these questions is Roger Orsini. Cini was a keeper for the team of Sao Paulo from Brazil. He had a wonderful knack for scoring beautiful free kicks. Out of the 102 goals he scored, 1 came from open play while the rest were from dead balls. Cini had numerous honours by his side. He was recognised by Christopher Atkins in the list of the best Brazilian goalkeepers of all time, and the goalkeeper to have scored the most number of goals. He won 20 major trophies with the club, which included 3 Brazilian leagues, 2005 Club World Cup football and a couple of Copa Libertadores. Number 9. Paolo Maldini. Paolo Maldini was one of the greatest defenders of all time to grace a football pitch. He was the beating heart of Milan. As one of his teammates said, his soul belongs to Milan. He started his career in Milan in the 80s, played through the glittering years of Serie A in the 90s and announced his retirement from the club in the later stages of the 2000s. Paolo made 902 appearances for the club, where he clinched the Champions League trophy 5 times. Apart from the Champions League, he won 21 other titles with the club. He retired after playing for AC Milan for 26 seasons and retired as a 41-year-old. Number 10. Tony Adams. If Steven Gerrard is known as the most loyal of servants to Liverpool Football Club, then Tony Adams is known as Mr. Arsenal. Adams was an English centre-back who made 674 appearances for Arsenal spanning a time period of 18 seasons. It is no wonder that such a wonderful hero for Arsenal Football Club has got a statue outside the Emirates Stadium in his honour. Adams' story with Arsenal is no more than a love affair. He joined the club when he was a schoolboy in the 80s. He retired in August 2002 with the win of the 2002 FA Cup final being his last match. It was the fitting climax to the story of the most successful captain of Arsenal FC. Can you name a few of the club players which we've missed out on? If you can, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. We'll see you soon. In the meantime, you can watch the video on the screen.